I've solo traveled here and there, but I recently started taking solo birthday trips, and it's become my favorite way to spend my birthday. When it was time to plan my 35th birthday, I knew I wanted to go somewhere new, which steered me towards Central or South America. My search eventually led me to Guatemala, and between the colorful colonial streets of Antigua, the overnight hike up Volcán Acatenango, and Lake Atitlán sitting between three volcanoes, I did not need much convincing. I spent 3 nights in Antigua, 1 night on the volcano, and 3 nights at the lake, completely solo for my birthday in a country I'd never been to before. And honestly, Guatemala exceeded every expectation. This is exactly how I spent my birthday solo in Guatemala. One of my favorite things to do is visit museums, whether I'm at home or abroad. So my first stop was the Colonial Art Museum. They have a diverse collection of Latin American colonial art, sculptures, and furniture. So I just made it to the Colonial Art Museum. It's a pretty small museum, very nice and quaint, but there's a lot of Spanish colonial art in here, and just the structure alone is really beautiful. San Jose Cathedral is right across the street, and it's considered the main Catholic temple in Antigua. It's one of the many places in Antigua destroyed by the earthquakes in 1773, and today you can visit to see the ruins, which honestly are really beautiful. I didn't realize this before I arrived, but Holy Week is a big deal in Antigua. Semana Santa is a UNESCO-recognized event featuring massive religious processions, intricate sawdust carpets, and fragrant incense throughout the entire city. I just got back to my hotel and I'm gonna unpack a little bit, but not everything. I'm only here at this hotel for 2 nights, and then I'm going to do the overnight hike to Acatenango volcano before I head to Lake Atitlán for 3 nights. It is 1:35 right now, so I'm gonna unpack a little bit, freshen up, maybe take a 15-minute cat nap, get dressed, and head over to the Chocolate Museum. It's only about a 10-minute walk. There's this nice welcome note on the bed, and it's essentially saying welcome to Guatemala. So it's Holy Week right now, and it's a time of devotion, reflection, and Lenten fervor. It's a nice little welcome note. And this is a bag that has some toiletries inside, looks like some sunblock and insect repellent. And it says the bag is made 100% in Guatemala.
For to make cacao paste are 5 steps: fermentation, drying, roasting, peeling, and grinding. We make the last 3 steps: roasting, peeling, and grinding. Why? For the first 2, I'm sorry, we don't have enough time. We need to wait 22 days for to ferment and dry, so 2 hours, I'm sorry, no. Then we make 3 drinks: cacao tea, Mayan, and Spaniard drink. You'll taste the drinks, learn the history, and of course, everybody cheers with me, okay? And we have 3 different types of cacao fruits: Creole, Outsider, and Trinidad. Creole cacao is tiny, and the seeds inside are tiny too, but it's really aromatic and intense. The people say the best quality, grown mainly in Brazil and is exported to Switzerland and Belgium. Yes? Outsider is not aromatic, is not intense, but it's not bad. Just the quality is medium. Yeah, not bad, just medium quality. Grown in Colombia, Venezuela, Central America, and in other places too. The last type is Trinidad cacao, and it's the mix of these 2 beans. One person experimented with the beans and grown a new species. Trinidad cacao is come from Trinidad and Tobago. In Guatemala, we harvest these 3 types. In ChocoMuseo, we use the last one. Trinidad. This one is a real fruit. And I want to open for you. Can you see the seeds inside? When we suck on it, the mucilage tastes like a lychee. Everybody knows lychee or lychee? See, when we bite, the bean inside is bitter and sour. The whole white is sweeter, tasty, but the bean is different. I need please your help. 1 for 1 pass. Move the beans slowly on the comal.
So I'm here for my birthday. I just got here today.
Oh, wow.
So this is my first full experience, I would say. So this is my favorite so far. And my favorite chocolate is milk chocolate.
Ooh, delicious. ¿Les gustó? Do you like it? No? Sí, es bien. This one is pure cocoa, 100% cocoa. When we have a cacao nibs in our motors, we can start with the friction. Esperamos, por favor. Friction in your bean. With the toes? Reyes y reinas, honor y valentía. And happy birthday, Dominic. Salud. Gracias. Okay, your chocolate bars are ready. Gracias.
I really enjoyed the chocolate making workshop. Can you believe it was only $25? And it was so sweet of them to sing happy birthday to me and give me a piece of cake on the house. For dinner, I went over to Casa Escobar. The service was amazing, the food was really good, and I even sparked up a conversation with a family visiting from Chicago while dining at the bar. Now for my last stop, I made my way over to a speakeasy. There are actually a few in Antigua, but on night one, I went to Charleston, which is a true speakeasy. The entrance is disguised as a menswear shop, and you enter into a dimly lit bar with soft music and great cocktails. Alright, I'm back in my hotel. I feel like today was a very successful day. I got to see a lot despite the fact that I was very tired this morning. Alright, so I just finished my plan for tomorrow. I like to use guidebooks, so I have this Lonely Planet book with me. And when I arrived at my hotel, they also gave me this map of Antigua. So I looked through these as well as everything that I already had on my Google Maps in terms of bookmarks. And I made a plan for tomorrow, which is 10 stops. It's a little ambitious. I tend to be very ambitious when it comes to planning out my itinerary. And then sometimes I make it happen and other times I don't. And it's okay either way, but we'll see what happens. I'm gonna go to bed. Have a good night. Good morning. It's very early. It's around 7:15 in the morning. I'm starting to get dressed. I'm gonna put on some makeup. I want to head out and take some photos by the famous yellow Arc and see what else I could snap while it's too early for folks really to be out and about. So the father of a family that I met yesterday at dinner told me that those rugs are made by hand out of sandpaper. So it's nice to see them this morning. I actually just ran into the family again and I was like, oh, I saw. And he's like, it's amazing, isn't it? I was hoping it wouldn't be too fast, but Guatemalan people wake up early apparently, because look at this. Plenty of people in the streets. And it's Good Friday. So I guess, they're off. So I'm gonna head back to my hotel to get breakfast, but I'm really close to the Starbucks, and apparently the Starbucks here is really nice. So let's go check it out. Gracias. Gracias. My second stop of the day was, of course, another museum. This is Museo del Hermano Pedro. It's connected to Iglesia San Francisco el Grande, so the entire complex consists of a church, a monastery, and the ruins. Walking through the complex, you can see how the natural disasters and earthquakes have completely damaged the architecture, leaving behind the ruins. To Hobbitenango, but I stopped by their offices in Antigua to pay for my ticket as well as a shuttle instead of taking an Uber, since it would be cheaper to just do it with them. So here we go. Hobbitenango is a Hobbit-themed adventure park about 30 to 45 minutes outside of the city. It's a great place to take photos, listen to live music, and just walk around. Did a quick little outfit change, and now I'm headed to dinner. I have to pass by the Central Park again. I'm just hoping that I don't run into another processional because I am starving. Dinner was not memorable at all, but I ended my night at Wisdom Cocktail Bar, another speakeasy. Here you can solve a riddle before entering, which was a cool way to start the experience. The drinks and vibes were great here, so I'm definitely glad I made this stop. Okay, I made it back to my hotel. Dinner was okay. The cocktail bar was great. Definitely would recommend, and the 5 stars that they have on Google definitely makes sense. I'm doing the Acatenango hike tomorrow, and I'm obviously not going to bring all my luggage with me, so I brought a backpack, and I'm going to leave my luggage here at the hotel. So it's an overnight hike. I'm going to leave my luggage here in their storage room overnight, and then go do the hike. So I need to pack my small bag tonight, and then go to sleep early because the meeting time is 6:30 a.m. and I don't like waking up in the morning, so I need to make sure I'm fully packed so that I can snooze in the morning like normal and still get out of here on time to make it to my meetup point. Good morning! Today's the day we hike Acatenango. I am a little tired. I definitely snoozed a couple times, and I'm currently on the way to the meeting point for the tour guide. When I checked how long it would take yesterday, it says 7 minutes, but apparently, I guess my Google Maps was not updated because it is actually 17 minutes. So I'm running a little behind, but it's okay, not too behind. 6:31 right now, and meetup time is 6:30, but I'm not too far, I'm about 5 minutes away. So. I decided to hike Acatenango with Wicho and Charlie's, which I had heard great things about on TikTok. I will say I was definitely not in shape before attempting this hike, and as you'll see later, I definitely had to deal with those consequences. But first, when you arrive at their offices, you check in and grab any equipment that you may need to rent for the hike, like hiking poles, extra layers, and coats, since the temperature drops significantly by the time you make it to base camp. They also have you fill up a bunch of bottles of water for yourself to make it through the hike, but also to help with dinner.
hike takes about 5 hours, depends on your walk. It is not a competition, take your time, find your pace. We want to have one guy in front in the group, another guy back in the group, and 3 guys in the middle. When you pick with yourself. But we want to take a break in 30 minutes, okay?
Sí, más o menos, puto.
Esta flor nosotros la utilizamos para... No, nos damos 5 minutos. Todos los descansos son acá.
So I am waiting for a donkey to come pick me up. I was doing it at my own pace. I have short legs, I'm 4'10", and it's very steep in the beginning. So the guide, asks if you're okay, and I was fine. My shins hurt a little bit, but I was okay to continue. But if you're not able to stay with the pace of the rest of the group, they'll essentially tell you that you have to take the donkey up the rest of the way. So I'm waiting for the donkey to come get me. Once I finally did get to base camp, I met 2 other ladies that were already there. They actually ended up taking the 4x4 option, and I really should have done this from the get-go. It takes you about 80% of the way, and then you just need to hike up the last 20% to base camp. With me taking the donkey, I ended up paying more just for that one way than they paid for the entire 4x4 route. So you live and you learn. I definitely did take the 4x4 back down to Antigua because I was not going to finish up that hike. I made it to base camp. I met 2 women who actually did the 4x4 truck ride up, and they've been here since 10:30 in the morning. I saw that option on the website, and I wish I just went ahead and booked it at the time of me booking this tour. I definitely would just go ahead and book it in the future for anyone that's interested in doing this hike, because there's also the sunset tour in the morning, which is included, so you're still going to get that hike aspect. But honestly, I'm so glad I got on the horse, because just seeing the incline, it was non-stop. I don't know if I would have made it without my my horse. His name was Payaso. So I'm gonna take a nap, and it'll probably be another couple of hours before other folks start arriving at base camp. It's very cloudy. You can see there's really no view right now anyway, and it's been like that for a while. I've been here probably 30 minutes. So I'm going to take a nap, and hopefully when I wake up, the clouds have cleared and more folks will have arrived, and just relax. Good morning. It's just after sunrise, and I'm outside at the campsite, and look at the view. And there's one more view. Now you can imagine I was all too thrilled to get to Lake Atitlán and just relax. Back in Antigua, I had lunch at Cafe Sky Bar, which has amazing views of the volcanoes and of the city. And then I made my way over to the shuttle for the 3-hour journey to the lake. no direct path to the hotel. I really hope this is not a long walk. Okay, I just made it to my hotel. It was a bit of a walk to get here. Thankfully, the hotel sent a gentleman to come help me with my luggage. So that was nice. Let's do a quick little room tour. Outside at my hotel. My hotel is right off of Lake Atitlán. I really truly love it. I think one of the main reasons I wanted to come to Guatemala was from seeing a video on TikTok of a woman like at her, I think, Airbnb, and she just opened these glass doors and it opened right up to a view of the lake, and it was absolutely stunning. So one of the reasons why I chose this hotel was the view that I could get from my room. So I'm gonna have breakfast here before, I think, getting into one of the little ferry boats over to the main island, not island, but the main town. So my hotel is in San Marcos, and the main town of Lake Atitlán, which is like typically the jump off point, is Panajachel. So I'm gonna head over there today, walk around a bit. There's like a nature reserve that I would like to see, and then I'll make my way back on this side to go to San Pedro, which is closer to San Marcos. And then I'll come back and probably be just in time to get into the hot tub. The hot tub is only open from, I think, 5 to 7 p.m. or 7 to 9 p.m. and the pool is not heated. So I definitely want to get into the hot tub and enjoy that for a bit. I saw a bunch of folks in there last night, and I kind of was, getting settled in, and I wanted to grab dinner, so I didn't go in. But today is my first full day. Tomorrow will be my second and last full day. I'm leaving on Wednesday. And tomorrow is my birthday, so I kind of just wanted to relax tomorrow anyway, which is why I'm gonna do the sightseeing today and go over to Panajachel and San Pedro. But first, I'm gonna have breakfast here at my hotel before I head out. Panajachel? Okay, I'm saying that right, finally. Panajachel. I'm going to try to find myself a tuk-tuk to get me to the nature reserve, because it doesn't look like it's very close. So hopefully that's not too difficult. It's 12:39. Let's see how long it takes. I came across this nature reserve, a lot of people said it was one of the best things to do in Panajachel. The park has hiking trails, hanging bridges, waterfalls, a butterfly garden, and extreme activities like zip lining and bicycling on cables. If you like nature, this is definitely a great place to just take it all in. I could walk around in here all day. Hola. Almost there. One more drawbridge. Hopefully this takes me to the waterfall, the real waterfall. Found it. My next stop was Museo Lacustre. This is also known as the Museum of Underwater Maya Archaeology. It displays art on the history of the Atitlan region, covers the history of the volcanic eruptions that created the lake, and they also have a collection of ancient artifacts that have been recovered from the lake over time. I stopped by the public beach for a little while to just take in the views of the lake. There were so many people out, adults, children, just enjoying splashing around in the water, and I was just happy to be there. I'm always going to seek out art in some form or fashion, so I made my way over to La Galeria before I made my way back to San Marcos. stars out in the entire town of San Marcos. So I have this handy little flashlight. Honestly, it's been chill. I had dinner here at the hotel, and thankfully I came back when I did because it started raining shortly after I sat down. I had gotten back from Panajachel around, I want to say 5:36, and then I was just sitting on a little balcony and trying to plan out my day for tomorrow. And then I decided to move from my room to the kitchen, not kitchen, but like the dining sort of area downstairs. And then it started raining, so I was like, well, I guess I'm eating dinner here. Sat, had dinner, and then that's when they told us the power went out and wouldn't be back up until 10 p.m. So honestly, it was been pretty chill though. Like, my dinner was great. Scrolling TikTok, looking at my Lonely Planet book, and down back in my room, gonna shower and just rest. I mean, honestly, it's pitch black in here without, if I turn this light off. So thankful for this little very powerful light. My birthday's in a couple of hours, and yeah, gonna think through a little bit more what I want to do tomorrow. I have like a couple of things that I want to do, but I also don't want to do the most tomorrow. I really just want to take it in and relax. It's my last whole day, so we'll see. Good morning. It's my last day, my last full day in Lake Atitlán. It's also my birthday, so I'm getting ready to go for a 90-minute massage, and then I'll come back and figure out my next steps for the day. I think there are some places I want to see here in San Marcos, and then I think I'm going to go over to San Pedro. So like, if you ever saw the photos of people like under umbrellas on social media, that's where that is. So I'll probably try to go over there, and if I have time, I may go over to Casa del Mundo to do their day pass. I wasn't able to stay there because they were all booked up, their hotel, but they do offer day passes, so I might try to do that. And then I'm going to decide whether or not I'm going to do a sunrise paddleboarding tomorrow. I booked a shared shuttle, which leaves at 10 a.m. and the paddleboarding gets back at like 9:30. I'm going to see. I also asked the paddleboarding guy if the lake is very cold, like the water, because if it's too cold, I'm not going to do it. But I would like the experience, so TBD on that. And if I do it, I'll probably have to switch to the private shuttle instead of the shared shuttle, which I don't think the price difference was too bad, so I'm okay with doing that. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have a good day today, good birthday. I'm very ecstatic to start my day with this massage and see the rest of the sights. I also found a nice restaurant back here in San Marcos for dinner and a cocktail bar. So yeah, let's get to it.
While we wait for a little time with with the girl. With the partner work.
Okay.
Okay, you can come with your shirts. No worries. I'm just cleaning it.
Take the shoes off or keep them on?
Later.
Okay.
Be careful with the water.
All right.
I'm just cleaning.
Okay. So instead of doing my massage at my hotel, I actually found a place right next door that's offering 90-minute massages much cheaper. So I decided to come here, and it literally was just the next door over.
And welcome. Sorry to make you wait because we are living a little far from here.
After my massage, I made my way over to San Pedro. As soon as you get off the boat, there are a ton of shops and art galleries, which I thought was really cool. They all lead right up to La Calle de Sombríos. Casa Flor Ixcaco is a cotton weaving cooperative for women. You can watch a demonstration of the women spinning, dyeing, and weaving the fabrics with the traditional Mayan techniques. I thought this was a very unique experience.
Here in Guatemala, we use only in the natural dyes. The green cotton original is from Greece, then cultivated here in Guatemala, and chocolate, rose, and beige. So this is tree cotton, the name is kaki. Kaki represents the energies of the cacao seeds. The last color is Ixcaco. Ixcaco represents the Maya weaving. For example, Ish is a symbol of Maya Nahual, represent the energies of feminine. Then Ish in my language is Ishak, the means woman. Ixcaco, which represents our skin color and energies of the earth. For this reason, the cooperative, the name is Casa Flor Ixcaco. So the first process is to cut the cotton from the tree plants, then remove the seeds. This process is by hand, one by one. And this process is to heat the cotton for 20 minutes, for example. Then make the thread.
Oh wow, okay.
Then continue, we use the spindle, roll it the thread, so make the thread by hand. So the deeper, and this is color. We use many sticks. For example, we use the shuttle and aviadura. So the aviadura only is separate the thread one by one. For example here. Then introduce the shuttle. For example, introduce the shuttle. So the shuttle we use same color or we use different colors.
Hola. ¿Abierto?
Yeah, abierto.
Okay. Chunacab is a honey farm that actually had, I think, 5 stars on Google, so I definitely wanted to check it out. The owners are 3rd generation beekeepers, and the tour was completely free. They show you around the different hives and give you an opportunity to try some of the honey.
This here in the cooperative is work 2 types the bees, okay? The sting bee is not here, it is stingless. In Guatemala, there are 33 types the stingless bee. Here is the 5 species. First one is the name donceita. This donceita is produce the clear honey. This is good for skin or for face or mask. This is good. This is good for scars. Okay. Eyes. This honey is used is direct in the eyes.
Okay.
This Congo, black Congo, this is like live in natural hive, don't like live in the box.
Okay.
Okay. It's the stingless.
Mm-hmm.
This bees is produce the white honey. This is good for eyes problems. This is good for gastritis. This is good for clean the reproductive organ. This is good. The stingless bee or the criolla bee, this protect the hive, the white, the one bee is the security bee. This protect the door, the different insect. This guardian.
This one is the security bee right
Yes,
here.
exactly.
Okay.
This is the change in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And 30 minutes. The guardian is protect the hive.
It's very smart.
Yes. This is criolla bee or the security bee. This honey is white, is good for insomnia, gastritis, they clean the reproductive organ. This
My last stop of the day in San Pedro was this lookout point. I really didn't realize this would be a whole hike to get to the top, but the views were amazing, so I won't complain. The inclines in Guatemala are really no joke. Hola. I'm gonna go get in the hot tub, relax by the pool. Maybe I'll try to dip in the pool, but the pool isn't heated, so I'm not sure how I feel about that. And I think I just want to hang out here and watch the sunset, maybe also on the dock, and then potentially hang out in my little terrace area because I really haven't spent that much time on the terrace. And then I'll go to dinner later, and I found a cocktail bar, so I'm gonna do that for the later half of my evening. Then I have to come home. Then I have to come back and pack. I'm going to do a sunrise paddleboarding tour on the lake in the morning, and I have to be up at 4:30 for that because they want me to be there by 4:45 so that we can be on the lake when sunrise is, like when the sun is starting to go up at 5:15, 5:30. I'm hoping to get some good photos from that. So we'll see. I'm squeezing out the last little bit of time in my trip by fitting that in tomorrow morning because my shared shuttle back to Guatemala City is at 10 a.m. tomorrow. immediately paddleboarding on the lake in the morning. I ended up sleeping in a little bit, walking down to the dock and just enjoying the views and my last couple of moments on the lake. And then I just headed back to my room to journal and reflect on not only the year so far, but my amazing solo birthday trip. I feel like solo birthday trips are something that everyone should do at least once in life. It's just a great way to spend time with yourself, to do exactly what you want to do while moving at your own pace and observing the world around you. Thanks for coming along with me, and I'll see you in the next video.